Welcome to the Go Gardening Show. I'm here at Haven for Hope with two special people. I'm going to introduce them, or they're going to introduce themselves. Nina.
Hi, my name is Nina. I'm the multimedia specialist here at Haven for Hope.
And what do you do? I mean, what does that entail?
So I am over all of the digital presence of Havens for Hope. So all of the digital campaigns, all of their social media campaigns, all of their social media strategies. So I run all of the digital side of Haven.
Okay, you're going to get really promote this show, right? The Go Gardening Show. Okay,
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
It's my pleasure.
Steve.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Steve. What do you do here?
Well, I'm the Director of Income and Skills Development. So that means my team helps our clients get jobs, training, GED, and then also benefits if they're disabled. So whatever clients need individually to be able to form an income plan. I'm also the project manager.
Okay, I was just going to ask you, what specifically? We're here at this beautiful place here at Haven for Hope. What do you do here?
So I'm the project manager for this garden. So my grounds team, our facilities team, and myself are the ones that pretty much keep an eye on things, plant new things, along with tons of help from the community and different organizations.
So, who can attend this little garden here or participate here?
So we created this for clients and staff. So so it's got several purposes. Staff can come out, take breaks out here. Staff also brings clients, right? It's a very therapeutic area. It's a green space, and although this is a nice campus, it's still challenged. You know, people are challenged with having space and privacy. So someone can come out here and talk to people, or they can come out and just sit in the bench and just relax and decompress, and it's very therapeutic. We have clinical clinicians that come out here with clients, so it's got that purpose. It's also got an educational purpose. So we do a lot with the kids. So Nikki Apostolou is here, and she'll talk a little bit about the work that she's done. But we also have butterfly releases and different events, different learning events for the children, trying to expose them to nature and so that they grow up and want to be able to plant.
Specifically about butterflies. That's really what I wanted to get to.
Butterflies.
What is so special about this place?
Well, it's really, like I said, this is called Kate's Garden. And so we started this back in 2021. So we've done this journey with people like the nurseries who've donated, Rainbow Gardens, Pollinatives, the Butterfly Landing. We've had schools come in and volunteer. So it's really been a community effort for clients. That's really what's special. It's just that it's a green space and a place of comfort and peace.
That's fabulous. Thank you. We're going to take another view of the whole garden. I'm going to bring in, as you said, Nikki, and we're going to talk a little bit about the plants and what she does.
Sounds great.
Let's go over. Well, Steve, when I was here almost 20 years ago, we were planting mostly vegetables here.
Right.
That's what we're planning on. I don't see many vegetables here, do
No.
I? Tell me a little bit what happened.
Absolutely. So in 2021, two master naturalists, Genevieve Inman and Jenny Bain, came in and brought a lot of volunteers, converted the vegetable garden into the design that you see today. The rocks, the platform for the fountain, all of the planting spaces. After that, we had nutsedge come in.
I was going to ask you, didn't you tell me you had an invader that a lot of homeowners have experience with?
Exactly. About 6 months after that, we were probably waist high in nutsedge. So we got more volunteers in from Native Plant Society, from schools, A&M came in, and really we got that nutsedge under control. We also put this weed block in because if the grass was coming in. And then soon after that, the Kate Fisher Foundation, the garden is called Kate's Garden, who was one of our beloved volunteers who used to work with the kids and do butterfly releases. They have worked with this garden. They put in the hardscaping, so now it's wheelchair accessible. They put the fountain in and really did a lot of enhancements to the garden. So they supported the garden as well as all of Haven. Rainbow Gardens has donated for years to us. Like I said, Lee Marlowe over at the Native Plant Society has come. We've Pollinatives, the Nectar Bar, Butterfly Landing. Laura Jarvis has donated plants. Nikki has donated. So we've had people donating all kinds of different plants over the years.
Well, that's good, and I could tell that there was a real theme involved here for pollinators.
Exactly.
So I can see that. Now, did you have any design work, or did Lee help you with the design, or Nikki?
So the original design was, like I said, from the two who mapped out the design, the river rocks coming through and the planting. But absolutely, Lee Marlowe, when we bought plants, came in and they helped us design where to put them initially. We've added a lot since then. Is the berms are the lower water ones. They're not on any kind of drip irrigation. So we've kind of learned over the years from them. So that's been huge.
Now, you bring up a very special issue with me. Watering.
Yes.
How do you water them?
So sparingly.
Okay.
What we do is we have a drip irrigation system set throughout most of the areas. Like I said, not on the burns and the berms, but we water them only when necessary. Like we had a good rain last night. We won't water for quite a while.
Okay.
And
7 to 10 days, maybe 2
at
weeks.
At least.
Okay.
Because this was a garden, a vegetable garden, like you said, the soil is not necessarily native soil, right? So we're working with what's here. So it's fairly rich. So we find that, it holds on pretty good. So.
All right. One final question. So who does the maintenance again?
So it's my grounds team. So they do a great job. They come in and do special projects. They do the weeding, and then I work with them on trimming and a lot of that work. And then, like I said, twice a year, Native Plant Society comes in for cleanups, and Nikki kind of helps. So we still have volunteers who help with that.
So if somebody's really interested, could they contact you and volunteer, or they contact the volunteer site?
I would go to the volunteer site. I would also, if they're with the Native Plant Society of Texas, that's where a lot of the volunteers come specifically for the garden. Some of the other volunteers through the website, like Nina said, we have tons of things to do around campus, including some of the other areas.
Yeah.
And so as many volunteers as we can bring in, we'd be happy to, like Nina said, get them working, and we have plenty of work to do.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate you being here.
All right. Hey, Nikki, tell me a little bit about what you do here and part of your program.
Sure. So I'm a volunteer here, and I partnered up with Steve. I run a nonprofit, Wild at Heart, and we work on connecting children to nature. And so, as you know, some of the clients, they're families. A lot of them are families with kids. And they have a really awesome program partnering with the Y as well. And the kids from the Y come over, and we have a butterfly program for the kids so they could see butterflies up close. I bring butterflies, I bring caterpillars.
You bring butterflies?
I bring them, I raise them at my house, and I bring them here, native butterflies with native plants. The plants you see here are host plants. And the kids get to pet caterpillars. It's awesome. Yeah.
Actually pet caterpillars. Yeah. How do they feel about that?
It's pretty awesome because they get up close and personal, and making that connection to wildlife and to the plants is what creates future conservationists. So we love it.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Hey, now we're going to talk about one of my favorite.
Yes.
The plants. Let's talk about the plants, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's look at some really fun plants that people can have.
So, Nikki, this is a favorite of mine. This is a purple coneflower.
Yeah, Echinacea purpura.
And what is other than being very beautiful, what is it good for?
It's a great nectar plant for pollinators, all pollinators, especially butterflies. So when you want to have a pollinator butterfly garden, you want to provide the food, the nectar for the butterfly, and then the leaves for the caterpillars, the host plant.
Oh, let's just talk about that right here. We have a passion vine, is that correct?
Yes, and that is a volunteer. So passion vine grows really well here. There are many native species, and it's the host plant for the Gulf fritillary.
I was going to ask you, and what is it good for?
Petting.
The Gulf fritillary, right?
That's a safe one to pet. It's non-toxic. It's great for showing kids. Yes, and
so the plant. I was talking about the plant. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually, people put it in teas, just like the echinacea. These are medicinal plants too.
Oh, that's correct. Now here's me. This is a diamond of the garden.
Yes. Greg's mist flower.
Yes.
All butterflies love it. It's a great nectar.
All butterflies love
Yes.
it.
And it spreads. It's great. Just you can totally ignore it and it'll do fine.
What about bees?
Oh, bees love it. Yeah,
Oh.
the pollinators love it. It's a great one to have in the garden. Yeah.
Any hummingbirds, maybe?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Everybody
There,
loves it.
that is why it's the diamond in my garden. All right. So a little bit further up here, we have flame acanthus.
Yeah, it's a host plant for the Texas crescent. So we kind of forget these beautiful even bushes and trees and vines are host plants, and hummingbirds love this one because it has a really awesome red flower.
It does, and it can get away, but you have it really nicely done here.
We trim it. Yeah, it's a good one.
Now, are there any butterflies that like grasses?
Yes, there are some butterflies that grasses are host plants, and butterflies will eat everything and anything Texas native. Yeah.
Oh, and there's another diamond up here of what I consider should be in everybody's garden. Tell me a little bit about this plant right here.
This is rock rose, and it's a beautiful shrub or bush, and it self-seeds. I grow this one from seed. It's very easy to grow. Yeah.
And location, summer, sun, shade. Right now it's in the shade.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
I have it in full sun at my place, shade here. Yeah.
Before we wrap up with Nikki, tell me a little bit about this plant right here.
Yeah, so this is milkweed, and you probably heard of it. It's the host plant for the monarch butterfly and the queen butterfly. And there are over 30 species of milkweed that are native to Texas, and there's even milkweed vines.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Texana. In this garden, there's tuberosa texana, asperula. They've got a lot of the good ones that grow great in Bexar County.
And you said that they were available now in the nursery?
Oh yeah, so these are easy to find now. You can find them at Rainbow, Pollinatives, the Nectar Bar. They have all of our native milkweeds.
Or by seed?
Yeah, by seed too. You could grow it by seed, get the plant, either one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. You know, Nikki, this is a really beautiful site, but can you do this in your own home?
You can have all of these plants in your backyard, your front yard, in pots. They'll do really well here in Bexar County.
I want to thank everyone for allowing us to videotape here at the Haven for Hope. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Nikki. And I want to thank you for watching the Go Gardening Show. Let's get out there and garden and save some water. So, Nina, tell me a little bit more about what you do here and a little bit about Haven for Hope.
Yeah.
Tell me everything you know about Haven for Hope.
Well, that would take a long time.
Oh, okay.
But Haven for Hope, so we are located here in San Antonio, Texas. We serve our population that we serve are those experiencing homelessness here in Bexar County. So we're 22 acres. It's a transformational campus. We have a north and south campus.
Wait, 22 acres?
22 acres.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot, and it's a beautiful campus. And we serve several clients, about 1,400, 1,500 a day. And so we have a north campus and a south campus. So, we have clients here that come, Steve, who we were just talking to, he runs the Income Skills and Development Department, but we have other wraparound services here so that our clients can access, if they need dental, we have that here. If they need mental health, we have that here. They need a resume done, they need job training. We've got so much here to offer our clients that they can work their way from haven to home.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Where can people find out more about Haven for Hope?
Absolutely. So you can go to www.havenforhope.org, and that will get you our mission. You can see what we're all about. We can also volunteer, so ways to give back.
I was going to finish up by asking, how can people volunteer?
So they just go to our website, and you
Okay.
have to sign up. You do have to do a background check. Just fill out some paperwork. We'll contact you. You can come as a group. You can volunteer as an individual. So yeah, you have an organization or a company and y'all want to come, you want to just, maybe do some work in the garden or somewhere on the grounds, we will put you to work.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And you have lots of work for us to do.
We have tons of work for you to do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nina.
Thank you so much.
I
And thank you for
appreciate
being
that.
here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
Ever wonder where all of the water we use to drink, bathe, cook, garden, and put out fires comes from? Ever wonder how our water supply is safeguarded to ensure it's there for generations to come? The answers to all your questions will be waiting for you at the Edwards Aquifer Authority Education Outreach Center. Book your free visit today at eaaeoc.org. The EOC is the place to be.
Welcome to the Go Gardening Show. I'm here on the north side of town near Leon Springs, and I'm talking to my good friend here, Ron Csehil.
Yeah.
And I've known for a very long time. And you're living at this place, at the Grand, at the Dominion.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about your history and your experience here at the Grand.
Well, I've been a master gardener, and I've moved here when I sold my house. I've been here for about 5 years. And so I look around the place and try to help them improve. And like right now, they're upgrading their drip irrigation and their mulch on top of it and things like that. And that's a wonderful thing that they're doing. So they're going to take some of our advice of things we find today to help them improve even more. So that's why it's real nice. It's a good place to look at. They upkeep real well. They're real good at their maintenance and all. It's a wonderful place to live.
I've known you for a very long time, and I always consider you an expert on drip. So we're gonna look at some of the drip here.
All right.
All right. Okay. Great.
Everybody's an expert. Just ask them. Right?
Well, after they watch this, they'll be able to say I'm an expert.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say in what.
All right. Let's go look.
All right.
Well, Ron, this is a nice example of a drip irrigation system, but a lot of people think it will save water.
It has the potential to do so if you do it correctly. And that's one of the things they're trying to do is upgrade their system now, because some of it's a little bit more than you need. And we're definitely trying to conserve as much water. You can back off on your irrigation also in order to save more water. So you don't have to stay with the time you have. You can slow it down a little bit, spread the time out. But there's some things you have to really take care of. You have to make sure your system's working. That's one of the reasons this is uncovered here.
Right. There's some problems associated with drip.
Right.
And landscapers coming by and nicking them and everything. So that's why this one is uncovered.
Yeah, people have been known to hit them with shovels and cut them. Deer have stomped on them. An actual deer hoof can cut them. So that's why you got to take the mulch off and check.
And check on a regular basis.
Right. Yeah. No, they do it like this is an annual thing before they put more mulch down, which they already started doing. They check it to make sure it's working correctly. They patch it if needed. There's also a patch in here.
I was going to say, isn't that a patch right there?
There is a patch, and as long as you match the system that's there, it doesn't have to be the same color, but as long as the emitters are the same as what standard and the same size.
It's the same size, so the flow rate is
it's all the same. So you don't have to change your timer or anything. So you can use a different color. You can put something in there that matches. There's fittings you can buy. You can go online and look for it. You can go to some sites on drip irrigation and find these. But it's very important that you look at your drip system as often as you can to make sure it's working right. Especially if you have like deer tromping through it where they can cut it, or you've done your own planting and may have hit it with a shovel yourself. If you get something cut open, wide open, it's going to be wasting water. So if you do it properly and spread it out properly, you're going to have a good system, but you have to do it right.
Well, Ron, that was a great point about spacing on that. Spacing and the distance between emitters. So you got to take that in consideration. So if it's designed well and you scheduled it well, what are the benefits then of drip irrigation?
Well, if you look now, we're surrounded by sidewalk. So if you had a spray, you would be spraying the sidewalk and your plants. We don't need to water the sidewalk. We're trying to save water. So we can put it exactly where we need it on the plants. So you put it on the plants, you're not spraying, and you're using less water. Sprayers are affected by the wind, blowing it everywhere. This is very controlled thing. It's very controlled. So if you do it properly, you can save tons of money and not waste the water spraying sidewalks, driveways, and things like that, especially in a strict area like this.
Yeah. Now, also a lot of times when you're spraying the water on the leaves, that can cause some disease and pest problems.
Absolutely.
As
It helps them breed mosquitoes too. The leaves don't need the water, the roots do.
Yes.
So you're just doing it a disarm sometimes by watering it. You get calcium deposits on it, you can get black spot on it, you can grow mosquitoes. There's a lot of different disadvantages of wetting your plant.
So the emphasis is we're getting the water directly on the roots.
To the roots, where they need them.
And the exact amount, or close to it.
Right.
Rather than spraying all over the place.
And guessing.
Yeah, I always like to tell that's gallons per hour.
Yes.
And the sprays maybe gallons per minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's running, the wind's blowing it away, you're just wasting money.
Money
You
and
might
water.
as well be blowing dollar bills around.
Oh, money and water. Oh, great. Let's look at one little different one than these ones here.
Okay.
These inline ones.
All right.
Now, Ron, I noticed on this, there's drip that can be used for containers,
Right.
but it's a different size.
Well, you can take it off the system you have, but you have to control that. You don't want the same as the plants on the ground.
It's a very thin tube,
Right.
like almost a spaghetti tube.
So in this case, it took a thinner line, 1/4-inch line, and they brought it up to a adjustable micro dripper. And it's adjustable so that you can adjust what the plant needs. So you adjust it, you look at the time yourself when you think that's enough time, and with your system on,
Yeah.
you're going to wind it down so it gives just a little bit of drops so it matches what the plant needs to what the rest of the system
To the plant,
does.
and then the
Rest of the
pressure of the
system.
system.
Right.
And it can adjust it
Right.
on both occasions.
Right, this is adjusting both the pressure and the drip amount per hour.
Now, is that hard?
That's not difficult. You might have to do it a few times to get it right, but the real trick is it's easy to do. You just spin it.
You just sit
spin
and
it.
watch
Yes,
and play
watch
with
it.
the top. It's
Right.
very easy. It looks like a little
Right.
top.
Right, it has it's like a little cap on it that adjusts the flow, so it is not difficult. But there's several different types of
Oh, okay.
of emitters that you can use
Right.
on any kind of drip, and you get what suits your needs. But adjustable ones are real good if you're not sure. So
Well, Ron, we're looking at a bed here that is successfully spaced and scheduled. And then what? They're putting the mulch on? Why are they putting the mulch on?
well, the mulch is on now. They've checked the system. They made sure it operates correctly. It's not leaking anywhere or needs a patch. So now they're putting the mulch on. One, it keeps the the water from evaporating after you spend all that money to put it next to the roots. So now it keeps it cooler. It keeps the weeds from coming up, and it saves water because it's not evaporating as fast. So you can run your system less. So you get more bang for your buck. You know, less water running. Put the mulch on top. It doesn't evaporate as fast. It's like you got your plant staying in the shade. Couldn't
Wow.
be any better than that.
Wow. Make sure everything is running well designed, scheduled, maintenance free, and then put the mulch on.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to pull it back to check.
That's just what I was going to say. Occasionally pull it back to check to see if everything's running well.
Especially if you see a wet spot or your water bill is increasing, you don't know why.
Oh yeah.
You better get out there and check.
And that is a good tip on conserving the water because and drip, because you need to maintain it. It's not
Right.
a silver bullet. It's not going to solve all the problems. You got to be in there checking it periodically.
Can't fix itself.
No. Well, I want to thank Ron for helping us out with all the questions with drip, and I want to thank the Grand at the Dominion for allowing us to do that.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's they're trying real hard to do it correctly, and it's glad to show it off. I like this place. It's a wonderful place.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you're still looking good.
We'll have to do this again. We had
All
fun
right.
today.
All right. See you later.
And thank you for watching the Go Gardening Show. Let's get out there and garden and
Save some water.
excellent.
Explore the San Antonio River Basin, and you'll find culture, connection, and inspiration flowing through it. Our river sustains life and nurtures complex ecosystems, from San Antonio to the Gulf of Mexico. Together, we have the power to preserve our waterways and protect our communities inside and outside of the river basin. That's our riverway. Discover your riverway, and you might discover something new about yourself. Learn more at sariverauthority.org.
So, how does enjoying the many beautiful parks and natural areas located in the Trinity Glen Rose Groundwater Conservation District help protect the clean water stored in the Trinity Aquifer? You can learn more at trinityglenrose.com/pollution prevention.